All right, folks, welcome to our webinar for today. This is Daniel Hall, and I very much appreciate you and welcome you to this call. This is called How to Create Your Own Big Ticket Coaching Cash Cow with my friend JP Maroney down in Florida. And as I was saying before we actually got this recording started, one of the reasons why I decided to bring JP on to this call is because I believe coaching is a potential big cash generating machine. Basically, it can generate lots of business for you. It can really affect your bottom line, and more importantly than that, when you are working with somebody one-on-one or as their coach, you could I think more easily help them to succeed in whatever the endeavor happens to be, whatever your coaching program happens to be about. And as I also said earlier, I am not a big fan of coaching myself personally. As you see, I don't really put out a whole lot of stuff out there for you to come be my coaching client. I'm more of a product guy. I love products, and I love to do coaching in a group setting and on my own terms, which is not necessarily too good if you want to run a big, large-scale coaching practice, and that's just something that I'm not interested in. And I think the reason why, by the way, JP, I'm not too interested in it is it was too much like practicing law, yeah, and I had to like interact and solve people's specific problems, and that just left such a bad taste in my mouth. That whole law business, that I just, anything that really smacked of it later, I'm just like, I prefer not to do that. So at any rate, one of the things is, just because I have this hang up doesn't mean that that coaching is not valuable, because I know that it is, that it can definitely help your bottom line, and you could, as I said earlier, you could help get the results that your clients and customers want and need and pay you for. So what I like to do is bring in experts in areas that I've left gaps, like coaching, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to bring on JP. Now let me tell you a little bit about JP and our relationship that goes back a number of years now. JP is a speaker, an author, a internet marketer, a copywriter. He's a former magazine, like a paper print magazine publisher and editor. He basically, JP is the kind of guy that whatever he sets his hand to and really focuses on, he does it very, very well, including his own coaching programs that he has run for a number of years, at least since I've been in the picture and since I've known him, which I think has been, what, 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, something like that.
And so as I grew up in this business, JP was one of the guys that I rely on. He's on my speed dial. He's one of the guys that I call and say, okay, this is the problem, or this is the opportunity. How best to capitalize on it, etc. So, as you can see down here at the bottom of his slide, one of his monikers is Mr. Monetizer, and I do see him that way because when presented with a fact pattern or a situation, JP has the uncanny ability to spot the ways to make money out of a particular, sometimes highly complex set of circumstances, and I really appreciate that about him. So it makes sense for him to actually teach us on how to create our own big ticket coaching programs, because he is in fact doing that in his own very business. So I just want to give you a bit of history on JP and me, and a bit of his background. JP, I'm going to turn it over to you and welcome you to this webinar. Thank you for taking time out of your day to take us through.
No, that's awesome. I appreciate you hosting it, and I know that in the middle of a day, it's a big commitment for anyone, both us as hosts and presenters, but as people that are attending this. And I don't take this time lightly. We're not going to waste your time. We're going to really stack on and pack on the content. As Daniel said, coaching has become, over the last few years, a big, big part of what I do. I'm going to share a case study that was one of the earlier things I did, where I sold $110,000 in big ticket coaching and consulting in about 67 minutes worth of marketing activity, and really talk to you about some of the things, how I started my first online coaching program. It was a $10,000 program that literally I had almost no list, a very small list, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that. But there are a lot of myths surrounding coaching. I don't look at coaching in one particular way because it's different for different people and how they structure it. Obviously, Daniel's a great example. Coaching isn't right for everyone. It is, in fact, I'm going to give you 4 criteria before we get off this call that you really want to look at to see if you should even pursue this in the first place, because it's not right for everyone. But if you're looking for a way to enter the marketing arena and really ramp up to big dollars quickly, big ticket coaching can do that for you. If you already have a business, like let's say you've written a book or you've created an info product, maybe you've been speaking, and you say, you know what, I would love to be able to work with people maybe an hour or 2 or 3 a week and be able to make an extra $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 a year. Coaching can do that for you, because I do very, very little one-on-one coaching anymore. Most all of my programs are what I call blended models or hybrids or pure group coaching programs. And we'll talk about those different models in just a few moments. But this is going to be an exciting time. We're going to jump right into it.